Hello and welcome to Plan B, a podcast about all the latest news and updates related to citizenship by investment, brought to you by CS Global Partners, a London headquartered legal government advisory and marketing firm. My name is Aisha Mohammed, and today we're going to discuss what exactly CBI, short for Citizenship by Investment, is. Woodrow Wilson, a former president of the United States, once said, "We are citizens of the world. The tragedy is that we do not know this." In a time where technological advancements in travel, paired with human curiosity, connect individuals like never before, the idea of citizenship has also evolved. We are no longer limited to only our families, our communities, or our countries of birth. We are all citizens of the world. In this episode, we're going to tackle the concept of citizenship and how it has evolved thanks to the introduction of citizenship by investment programs. We will also discuss the importance that CBI programs play in times of global crisis. So, let's begin. Our first guest here with us is CS Global Partners' Beatrice Gatti, who's been working in the CBI industry for 5 years. Hi, Beatrice. Welcome to Plan B, and thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Aisha. Thank you for having me.
So can you explain exactly what citizenship by investment is?
Of course. So citizenship by investment is a legal process whereby a foreign investor is given the opportunity to become a citizen of a country in return for a significant investment in that country. It comes in various shapes and forms, although the most common one is either via contribution to a government fund or via the purchase of real estate. This is the format we see most commonly in the Caribbean, for example, in St. Kitts and Nevis and Dominica.
So how did the idea of CBI come about?
The citizenship by investment dates to more than 30 years ago to an island nation of the Caribbean called Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis passed its Citizenship Act in 1984, and this was the first law that enabled citizenship by investment. It was followed shortly after in 1993 by Dominica, which also passed legislation enabling citizenship by investment. Now, citizenship by investment didn't become so important until around 2005, in particular in the aftermath of the closure of St. Kitts and Nevis' sugar industry. After that, and in particular after the economic crisis of 2008, many more countries started to adopt citizenship by investment to attract foreign direct investment. We see, for example, Antigua and Barbuda and Grenada launching their programs in 2013. Malta did the same in 2014, St. Lucia 2016. More recently, Turkey and Vanuatu launched their programs in 2017. Vanuatu has 2 different programs working at the same time. And in 2018, Jordan did the same.
So in an interview, the head of CIU in St. Kitts and Nevis, Les Khan, said that it is now considered that a second citizenship is an insurance policy. It is something that people have recognized they need. Why is having a second citizenship seen as a plan B for so many people?
So I would say citizenship by investment is seen by some as an insurance against the risk associated with their citizenship of origin. And these risks will vary from person to person. And they can include things like social turmoil and political instability in a country of origin, or lack of certain freedoms, for example, perhaps more commonly freedom of speech. There's also economic uncertainty. So if you have an unstable currency, or you see that your country is not growing as quickly as you would like it to grow. And of course, there's lack of legal clarity. So when you don't have an effective legal system, or it's incredibly slow, or you have inconsistent rules, so you don't really know what you can and can't do and how to develop. Now, there are other reasons why people choose citizenship by investment. And one of the key ones we see is good quality of life. This includes better healthcare and stronger education systems. There's also the option to access new lucrative markets and, of course, investment opportunities. And last but not least, flexibility and mobility. This is important to travel, whether it's for leisure, to do business, or to visit your child who perhaps is studying abroad.
So we're going through very uncertain times during this pandemic, where borders have tightened and mobility has become restricted. Research shows that demand for CBI has increased around the world. In what countries is the demand highest, and why do you think that is?
So, Aisha, to first address your premise, one thing to note in this pandemic is that although many countries have closed their borders to foreigners, most have not closed their borders to citizens and permanent residents, meaning that even in these extraordinary times, a second citizenship is an important asset. And next, to address your question on demand for citizenship investment, I would say it's still unclear how the COVID-19 crisis will affect demand for citizenship investment in the short and long term. But what it is sure is that this is a growing industry. You know, only a few weeks ago, we heard that the Solomon Islands was considering launching its own CBI program. And as I said at the beginning of this episode, there has been an increasing number of interest in citizenship investment on the part of governments, for example. At CS Global Partners, we see demand across many regions. Some may seem more obvious, such as China, the Middle East, but there are some more surprising ones, such as the United States.
Okay. Thank you so much, Beatrice, for joining us today. We really have appreciated all your insights.
It's no problem. It was fun to be here.
So next week, we will be back with another episode detailing the benefits of second citizenship. If you have any questions about CBI or would like to find out more, please visit www.csglobalpartners.com. Thank you for listening and stay safe.